LR, Cell, and Gohan are finally getting their EZA, but is it worth your coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan Battles video, and in today's video we have official confirmation of the release of the LR Cell and LR Gohan EZA. They will be dropping at 8:30 p.m. my time. That's Hawaii Standard Time on February 22nd. So roughly just under 11 hours from when this video will be releasing. So it'll be a fun night. It'll be exciting. I can't wait to EZA these guys and test them out. But the big question here is, thanks to the celebration info for the second part of the Path to Power celebration, we know that they are getting a Dokkan Festival Extreme Z banner. We kind of figured this was going to happen, considering obviously they aren't on the Part 2 Carnival banners, and the last time they were available was during the New Year's banners. So makes sense that they are getting their own banner here for you to try to pick up them with your stones. We'll do a separate video on whether or not I think you should summon on these banners, given what there is, but we'll have to see what else is on the banner too. It doesn't look like there's much. So for today's video, we'll be looking at whether or not I think you should purchase them with your hard-earned red coins, especially if you're someone either who is maybe only got them at 55% or do not have them at all. So let's first take a look at what they do post EZA. So the Gohan becomes a Kamehameha, category key 3, HP attack and defense 180%, super AGL types, key 3, HP attack and defense 130%. On his passive, he gets attack and defense 150%, key 2, and additional attack and defense 20% at the start of each turn. He gets key up to 8 plus 8 and attack and defense up to 80%, right? Once you total everything up. Now, like Birdku, he has the guard all attacks and a high chance of launching an additional super if he is 58% or more at the start of the turn. Then he has a high chance of performing a critical hit if you are facing an androids category enemy. Now, he does have an access skill which transforms into Super Saiyan 2, where he can activate it when you are 58% or less with an Android 16 on the team, or when 58% or less with an existing Androids category ally, starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. So not too difficult to pull off. If you're doing any of the Cell Max events, you will easily be able to do this, or if you're running him on movie heroes with the Gammas on your teams, you will be able to pull this off. His super attacks when in base raise defense, cause colossal damage, and lower enemies' attack. His 18 key will raise defense infinitely, just like his 12 key, and cause Mega Colossal while greatly lowering attack. So, like he was before, he is an infinite defense stacker. Now, if we can click over here, we take a look at his transformation. Once he transforms, he changes tech key spheres to AGL key spheres for 4 turns from the start of turn. He becomes attack and defense 158%, plus an additional attack 20% and defense 10% per key sphere obtained. So now he's a nuker. He also gets an additional key 1 per key sphere obtained. He randomly changes key spheres of certain type to rainbow key spheres when facing only one enemy. So he's doing 2 types of orb changing here. Both are extremely helpful. He launches an additional super attack when facing multiple enemies. He has a high chance of launching an additional super attack and a high chance of performing a critical hit when HP is 58% or less. When your team has a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn, plus he gets an additional attack 59% when performing an Ultra Super attack. If you have 59% or more when performing the super attack, he can launch an additional super attack. Now, on his 12 key, he is greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn, and on his 18 key, doing the same while also greatly lowering attack and defense. So he loses the ability to stack, but the trade-off is now he's a nuker. So all in all, the man is insane. Run on the movie heroes or Kamehameha next to any Super Saiyan Goku, like the LR Birdku if you've got him, or even the Carnival LR Goku, who activates all of his links. Like, this man will demolish any content that he's in, because one of two things has happened. Either he's in base and he is completely just untouchable as he's building defense, or you've dropped below 58% and you're either reviving with his best partner, Birdku, or this guy is transforming and just annihilating whatever's in front of him. So the man is insane in his own right, and honestly, not a bad thing to try to get a hold of. Now, compare him to the Cell. The Cell is Android Cell Saga category key 4, HP attack defense 180%, and Extreme Int types key 3, HP attack defense 130. On his passive, he is attack defense 120%. He raises defense up to 120%. The more HP remaining, the greater the boost. He gets an additional key 2 and attack 30% per existing enemy. He has an additional attack defense 50% when performing a super attack, and has a high chance of launching an additional super attack. And he evolves when conditions are met. We'll talk about those conditions in a second. He raises defense for 1 turn, causing colossal damage and greatly lowering the defense of the enemy on his 12 key. On his 18 key, he is greatly raising attack for 1 turn, causing mega colossal damage and lowering enemies' attack. Upon transformation, which can be activated when you fall below 40% HP, he fully recovers HP, randomly changes key series of a certain type to Rainbow. He gets key 6, attack and defense 180%, and a high chance of launching an additional super attack. He reduces damage received by 3% per key sphere obtained, and he also gets attack defense 30% when attacking with 3 or more key spheres, plus an additional attack and defense 40% with 6 or more, and an additional attack and defense 50% with 8 or more key spheres. He also gets an additional attack 100% and a chance of performing a critical hit when the active skill turn or when key is 24. His active skill can be activated once only from the third turn after evolution. So basically the next turn after he evolves into Perfect Cell. The man is insane. He is extremely powerful, much like the Gohan, and will obliterate anything in front of him on a 200% team with the full buff. His only issue, right, is that his best friend, the leader of his team, is sort of still in need of a lot of help. While Cell can act as a pseudo slot 1 unit, he can get caught off by supers, so it's really, with him, it's more kill the enemy before the enemy kills you, which realistically isn't that hard to do, to be quite honest. So, like I said, the units are extremely good, and I would say 100% they are worth your coins. If you had 1,000 coins sitting around and you have neither one of these characters, I would say go for it. Simply on the grounds that, let's say you go into the anniversary and you didn't pull the new LRs. These guys will carry you. That's how good they are. For whatever difficult content is coming, these guys will carry you through it so long as you have the team to support them. There are a few other considerations though, and that is for units that are coming up. Always when I give my red coin mech recommendation, I say make sure you have a certain subset of units. So if you do not have the 7-year anniversary LRs, who will show up on the 8th anniversary LR banners here, right, on the Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Vegeta banner, and the GT Goku and Vegeta banner, right? If you don't have the Super Saiyan 4s or the Super Saiyan Gods, who are extremely good now, I would say don't do it, right? If only because Gohan's probably going to show up a little more often than these guys are now at this point. Although with him, EZA, maybe not so much, but if history is to show itself, he probably will. The other consideration you should consider if you have the 7-year anniversary LRs, do you have the LR Cooler? Not so much the AGL Super Saiyans, while they are good, but the LR Cooler is significantly better. There's no question about it, and if you were missing him, you should definitely be saving at least 500 of your coins for him. The final consideration I would give for units you're missing are the Dokkan Festival LR Vegeta in Trunks, or the superhero Gohan and Piccolo. If you're missing any of those units, then my answer is no to purchasing coins with these guys. But if you're all caught up on every single one of those LRs, then I would say go for it. There's absolutely no reason not to, especially if these are the two that you're missing. That's the whole point of the coin system, right? Is to pick up the units you didn't pick up when they were available on banners. So my advice, again, is if you are all caught up on your LRs, go ahead, pick up one of these guys. I would say Gohan is probably the preferred choice because he will slide into more teams and links with some of the best Gokus in the game. Although Cell can be good on his own right, especially if you're in need of some powerful extreme units. But like I said, all of these guys are dropping on with their EZA on a banner on 8:30 p.m. on the 22nd. So like I said, about 8 hours from the time that this, or not 8 hours, I'm sorry, 11 hours from the time that this video drops. So anyways, guys, that's the video. That's my recommendation for whether or not you should pick up the Gohan or the Cell with your coins. If you liked my video and you liked my recommendation, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know if you are planning on picking up one of them with your coins, or maybe you're someone overflowing with coins and you're just grabbing the last dupe. Let me know in the comments down below. Would love to hear what your guys' plan is with these guys and with your coins, if you're saving for anyone special, in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.